how are you doing? I know it's been a while since my last video, but I am here today to review my beautiful MCC38. So I actually have two versions of this corset. I have this one here, which as you can see is maroon with a white mesh and this beautiful cream floral pattern. And it came with these gorgeous satin laces. I'm just going to do a 360 for you and do a little review, and then I'll put on the other one and give you a little compare and contrast. This is a 20-inch corset, and here's the front, the side, the back, and the other side. I do really love this corset. I absolutely adore the shape. Also, since it's so thin, you don't get as much bulk around your waist, so I feel as though this one actually seems as though you have a smaller waistline than with some cotton corsets, because cotton is a lot bulkier and mesh is a lot thinner. So this way you have a smaller waist measurement on the top of the corset, even though your waist measurement on the inside is actually the same. I also just love, this is so cool for summer training, because I have actually kind of been having a rough time because it's so hot here right now and it's not very pleasant to waist train in the heat. Luckily, I discovered this beautiful thing which has allowed me to continue my training. Things I like about this corset. One, I like the silhouette from the side. As you can see, it does kind of curve in a little bit at the bust. And I know that some people don't really like as flexible a bust, but I love it. I really like when it curves in at the waist and then out over the tummy instead of just being straight up and down. I guess you could say that I prefer a more Victorian silhouette to the Edwardian, where you have a very straight front and more curve in the back. So the measurements of this corset: around the top here, it is 28 inches. Around the waist, it is 20 inches. And around the hips, it is 32 inches. As you can see, this corset is not completely closed. I have like half an inch there, which is not closed. And that is because I gained a lot of weight recently, as you can probably tell. And therefore, I'm having a little bit more trouble closing my 20-inch corsets than previously. So my training down to 18 inches has been delayed, unfortunately, and I'm working on training back down to 20 inches since the weight gain. I might continue to 18 inches once I'm done getting these to fit properly again, but right now, my goal is just to get back to where I was. Another reason that this corset is not completely closed is because, due to the weight gain, my hips are just fitting into this corset. This is the size that fit me perfectly. The measurements of this corset are exactly what have fit me in the past. However, now that I've gained the weight, right now it's perfectly fitting my hips and perfectly fitting my ribs, and I worry that if I were to try to close it that extra half an inch, it would not fit without pinching. So we'll see. I also guess since I've had two of this corset, I have not seasoned it as intensely as I did with my cotton corset that I wore every day, because I'm trying to take care of these and not wear them every single day. So I've been alternating between which one I'm wearing. I also like to alternate based on my outfit. This one's really colorful, so I like to wear it kind of on the outside or with some more colorful clothes. I like to wear it on top of my summer dresses. Isn't it gorgeous? Well, at least I know that if I lose weight again, down to what I was at, this will definitely fit me again. I'll definitely be able to close it all the way if that happens. So, alright, next corset. Okay, so this is my other MCC38. As you can see, the most blatant difference between the two is that this one is black. So really quickly, here is the front, the side, the back, and the other side. So once again, right off the bat, I'm sure that you can see that I am not closing this all the way. This is the one that I've worn less, just because I've been so into wearing colors this summer that this one is kind of, been more of my underneath the clothes corset, but as you can see, it's actually quite beautiful. Here's my favorite thing about this corset, and what really appealed to me about it is this beautiful design. And this design is actually done with a kind of like velvet flocking, so while this is very smooth, the design itself is actually quite soft and velvety. Is that this corset is single boned along the seams, as you can see, and this corset has 2 bones on each seam. Both of them seem equally sturdy, I do have to say. I haven't really had any problems with this one feeling any weaker, but it's just something to consider. I do feel pretty confident having double bones because I know that that makes it sturdy, but ultimately this one has plenty of bones to hold the vertical tension of the corset, so it doesn't really make much of a difference to me right now. No, it's more personal preference, and as long as there's enough bones that the corset is structurally sound, it doesn't really matter if the bones are evenly spaced single bones or double bones on the seam. I think it's more preference of the corseteer. And in this case, I haven't really noticed much of a difference in the wear of the two. Previously, I was really into the double boned thing and really into thinking that that was better, but at this point, I'm not really sure if that's true anymore. I do think that a corset needs enough bones, obviously, to maintain the vertical tension of the corset, to keep it strong and make it actually pull you in well, but this one doesn't wrinkle, it doesn't crunch down around my waist or anything like that, so I think that these single bones are doing just fine. And these double bones also do just fine. Like with the previous corset I showed you, I did also change out these laces for satin laces. And these satin laces also were provided by Mystic City Corsets. I don't really have much else to say. If you're looking for a good summer corset, I definitely recommend the MCC38 if it would be suitable for your measurements. Keep in mind that this is an off-the-rack corset, so you need to pull up the size chart and look at the measurements and make sure that this corset will fit you, because the measurements cannot be changed. If you think the style will work for you, I definitely recommend it. I think it's very sturdy, very beautiful, very well made, and very cool for the hot weather. If you're curvier than me naturally, or less curvy, you definitely need to opt for a style that'll work for you. Definitely check the size chart. That's the key to buying an off-the-rack corset. Let me know which of these two MCC38s you like better. If you have purchased a corset from Mystic City Corsets, or this exact corset from Mystic City Corsets, please let me know what you think of it. I'd love to see your review. And if you're thinking about purchasing a corset from Mystic City Corsets, you are welcome to ask me any questions you like, and I'll happily get back to you. Hey everyone, so if you're interested in purchasing this corset or a different corset by Mystic City Corsets, I will put a link to her shop in the description box below, so definitely check that out. And if you're interested in following me and my waist training journey on Tumblr, I will also put a link to my Tumblr in the description box below. I think that's everything. Officially. I think I've officially covered everything. If I haven't, just let me know, ask any questions. I'm here to answer them. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.